Welcome to our video about XLOOKUP. So XLOOKUP is a relatively new function when this video was being recorded, and it's currently only found in the Microsoft 365 subscription basis Excel. So XLOOKUP is designed to address the limitations of the more familiar or famous VLOOKUP. So for example, here we have employee names and we want to find out the code of that person based on this table. So as you could see, the employee names are under column C and the employee codes are here under column A. So if we are going to try the familiar or the more famous VLOOKUP, so I could try it like this. So VLOOKUP and then employee name and then comma. And then we're going to look it up under column C and highlight going to the left. So unfortunately, if you're familiar with VLOOKUP, this may be a little bit awkward because VLOOKUP has always been from left to right. The employee name should be on the left while the employee code should be on the right. So you could watch our video on VLOOKUP on the link that I will post above this video. Now, if you have been using Excel for quite some time, you know that the solution here is index and match. However, we have a new function that can solve this kind of problem with relative ease, and that is XLOOKUP. So XLOOKUP solves that limitation of VLOOKUP. So VLOOKUP is only from left to right when you're going to search. XLOOKUP doesn't mind the direction of the data. So for example, here's how to use it. XLOOKUP, open parenthesis, and then you start with the lookup value. So the lookup value is going to be this one, F2, comma, and then we are going to identify which column are we going to look for this name. So let's say it's going to be column C because this employee name can be searched or can be found under column C. So unlike VLOOKUP, you do not have to drag columns. So you just have to select the column where you want to search the lookup value and then comma. And then next one here, we have return array. So the return array corresponds to the column which contains the data that you want to appear in this cell. So that would be employee code. That would be column A. So as you could see, we did not highlight the columns. So therefore, we're not forced in any direction. You could just identify the column itself that you need. And then close, enter. And now we have the employee code of that person. So just to double check, here we go. So we have James Tucker under column C. And here we are. Here's the employee code 12462 and problem solved. We now have the employee codes of this person using XLOOKUP. Okay, now XLOOKUP, of course, did not just come with those functionalities. It has other features as well. Aside from being able to solve any direction, it also has additional arguments. So for this video, I'm also going to discuss how to use the if not found argument of XLOOKUP. So AA, comma, and then we also have the argument such that what if the value you're looking for is not found under column C? So previously, this was solved by using if error or the far more earlier if and is error combination. But now that we have XLOOKUP, you simply have to put here what will be the value in case your lookup value is not in the roster or it's not under column C. So we just have to put it as an argument, enter. And as you can see, no effect on the formula yet. But let's say we're going to put here a name that is not in the list. So let's put my name here. And there's no, of course, it's not there. And as you could see, it says here, not found. So if you do not have that argument, what will happen is you will get the usual error that lookup functions will show whenever a value is not available. So that would be NA. But now that we have an argument for the if not found parameter, then instead of an A, we get the not found word or phrase instead. So that's how to use XLOOKUP. Very convenient because you do not have to highlight entire table. And if you have been using VLOOKUP, you know that you're supposed to count the number of columns, right? You're supposed to count from the employee name going to the code, for example. So there's no need for that one as well. So that's how XLOOKUP is different from VLOOKUP. So hope you like this video and hope you watch out for the next video as well, which we are going to discuss what are the other two parameters of XLOOKUP, the match mode and the search mode. See you next video.